In 2018, when my son was born, I knew I cannot work anymore for the minimum wage. I have to start earning more. So that was the point when I moved to the construction. And that's when I started earning way better money. The life was good. I was really trying to become a good employee. So I will have this safety net around me because when you got a kids, it's more about security than actually enjoying the life. That at least that's how it was for me. I didn't care if I liked the work I do. It was more about providing for them and give them the best I can and be as secure as possible that I won't lose my job. I will be able to provide, I will be able to pay the bills, I will be able to pay for their education. But 2 weeks before Christmas, I I've been fired and everything completely changed in my life. I didn't know what to think about that. That was the first time when I've been fired from work. And 2 weeks before Christmas, I think it might be the worst time you can be fired from work. Of course, there is never a good time to lose your work, but specifically 2 weeks before Christmas, I don't know why, but I felt like a double failure, double bum. I My first thing was like, okay, I won't find the job now. Construction is literally so quiet over the Christmas. I won't find a job. I wanna buy some gifts for my family for the Christmas. I have to pay my bills. What what I gonna do now? What I supposed to tell my family? How I how I supposed to tell them that, look guys, this Christmas we won't be buying any gifts because I lost work. I felt like I I felt like complete failure. And as far as my family is really supportive, my wife is really supportive for me. And she definitely understands. It wasn't about them. It was about more about me, probably my ego to some degrees, how I can just tell them now that I failed. To some degree I did fail because I shouldn't let this to happen. Maybe I should just change the work before that, or maybe I should. There was thousand things in my head what I could do different to prevent this situation to even appear, to be in this spot that I have to have this conversation with my family, and especially for a man who's main provider for the family. You will feel like a failure because that's your main job, to provide for your family. The moments like that are very eye-opening and you can learn a lot from this situation. You can learn something from the moments when you're winning, but as you know, we all learn the most from the situation where we actually fail, when something goes wrong. You actually see the people around you, how they would really react to this kind of situation. And when I came back home and I actually tell my wife that we have to speak, and I have to and I told her that I just lost my job and I'm a failure. There was something that struck me what my wife told me. She said, because you failed at something, it doesn't mean you are a failure. And that was the eye-opening moment for me, that I learned I learned a lot at this moment. When she told me that, I learned a lot about her, not about life, not about this what she said, but about her, how supportive she really is, how much support she gives me in the bad moment. Also, she knew that this Christmas won't be as happy. And I'm not even talking about gifts and that, but the mood around the Christmas table and the mood in general at home. Because you can pretend, you can try to be as happy as possible, but when something like that happens, of course it affects you, and you might try to find a way to don't show your family what is in your head, and that's kind of your part of your job. Like, try to, despite the fact that you lost your job, you have to try at least to give them the best time over the Christmas you can, because Christmas are different. Christmas is a specific time. Even I'm not a big guy on Christmas, I know my family is, and that's why it was so painful, because I want to give them this magic time over Christmas. The whole time I was saying to myself, it's gonna be alright, you're gonna find another job. Just after Christmas, start looking, you will be alright, you're gonna survive, you got some savings. You can make it work. That's your fucking part in this family. You have to make it work. And this moment was really, I learned a lot about life, about how nothing is permanent, how my family is supportive. And I really tried my best to be for them over Christmas and forget about me, about my problems, and it was a magical time. I think we've done our best to give our boy this magical time over Christmas without at least trying to don't show that bad thing is going on in our life. I realized that even if you fail at something, it doesn't dictate your life. It doesn't dictate your mood. It doesn't dictate how you're supposed to act. Because one failure in your life doesn't make you a failure. And the sentence from my wife really opened I heard that before, but I really needed to hear that at the spot, at the time when I really needed. Hear this from someone else who is very close to me. And guys, if you ever will be in this kind of spot, I'm telling you right now, because you failed at something, you are not a failure. Right after Christmas, everything changed. I found a way better job, way better paid, way better rules. It literally was so good. That actually happened. It was a kind of a gift. In this what's happened, there was a gift of learning, gift of even changing the job for better. Because probably if that wouldn't happen, I wouldn't even look for another work. It was really eyes opening. And hopefully if one of you going through this time, and if you find this video, I promise you, because you're going through the hard times, it doesn't mean your life will be hard forever. I wish you all the best and stay safe, and remember, because you failed at something doesn't mean you are a failure.